Just when I thought my mind couldn't handle one more second of the American dream, Green Day comes smashing through the door like American Idiot all over again. Hey neighbor, I'm gonna put away this bat because it might bring to mind a certain father of all color pattern, but forgetting that 2020 disaster, I hope everyone's doing well. Welcome back to Beyond ARTV. My name is John, and my favorite band since I was 13 years old has now flipped around to me being 31, the inverse, and I'm finally very excited again. It's not that I hated Father of All, it's not that I hate the trilogy, and it's definitely not that I hate Revolution Radio, because that album is, at this point, I think it's safe to say that it's kind of getting overlooked. Obviously, as a lot of bands age, the quality drops, it's just the way that things go, creativity gets zapped, you run out of ideas, you run out of inspiration, but Green Day feel like they've found their voice again with the American Dream is killing me. Rob Cavallo produced the entirety of the upcoming 14th studio album due out January 19th. It's called Saviors, and I really like the name of it, the inspiration behind it, an amalgamation of everything that Green Day has been about for the 30 plus years of their existence. Chris Lord-Alge mixing alongside Rob Cavallo's production is just the formula for Green Day. It works. They found that sometime in the late 20th century into the 21st, and it's a pairing that makes Green Day sound like they're firing on every cylinder they could possibly have. Billy Joe Armstrong has some wild lyrics at times. He's been a bit ballsy, and there's one on here that I think is gonna throw some people for a loop, saying we're pedophiles for the American dream, which is going to need to be explained to me, but I am curious. I'm optimistically curious. He fires off a few wild ones, but I really like the structure of this song. That killer riff to open the track, it is pretty much like an alarm ringing out saying Green Day is back in the air again, and then you have Billy Joe shouting out, "Say!" like we would get at a concert or something off of 21st Century Breakdown, and I'm here for it. Am I a little perturbed about them mentioning TikTok? Yeah, but I guess under the zeitgeist that they're trying to explore here, the idea of the American dream literally killing people. What is the American dream evolved into? It was originally the white picket fence, right? The American family home, but it's evolved a bit. Now, the standard is what we see on social media or what we see in headlines. There's war, there's chaos, there is everything at all times. Yeah, the social media name checks can definitely be a red flag in my mind, and I'm like, that's gonna be super dated, but TikTok, as much as I fucking hate it and refuse to participate, it's too big of a cultural phenomenon to get left out, I suppose. Sizzling, punchy guitars make this track shine. I love the fact that it has such a driving drum inertia from Trey Cool, and Billy sounds better vocally than he has in quite some time, and I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that it's not filtered to death like Father of All. Realistically, since the trilogy, the vocal production has been questionable, and we've seen producers change left and right. We've gone from Rob Cavallo to Butch Walker to Green Day doing it themselves on Revolution Radio, and I'm just glad that they're back in the zone. The rollout process of getting to this single was excruciating because Green Day are celebrating so many anniversaries right now. Nimrod 25, American Idiot 20 just around the corner, Dookie at age 30, while also trying to work in promotion for a new album. Don't get me wrong, we're eating good in the neighborhood as Green Day fans over here, but I'm just saying, after Father of All motherfuckers, we were all hoping, thirsting for something, and instead of getting it immediately with that fake album Inglourious Bastards and the whole rabbit hole that was, we had to wait a few years, and I'm glad that they took their time, because everything from the triumphant guitar solo to the mixing, the vocal production, as I was alluding to on Billy Joe, sounding a lot clearer, a lot more like himself. This just screams classic Green Day with some new twists in there too that I could appreciate. To tie it all up with a neat little bow to explain why I think this is a great comeback single for Green Day, it has all of their trademark sounds, it brings in the right producers that know how to make Green Day sound their best, and it also has a fire lit within, and I think the lyrics on this track are pretty great. Hypocrisy is being harped on. We're going with a political angle like we got on some of my favorite records. I was drawn into Green Day with the album American Idiot, one of my all-time favorites, so obviously I am going to be open to the idea of them getting a little bit political again. When it's all double talk of conspiracy, the American dream is killing me. I am definitely giving my stamp of approval to this track and would love to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments section down below, and don't forget to hit that like button. Check out all of my Green Day videos on screen now. Subscribe for the love of music. Subscribe if you're excited for Saviors dropping January 19th, and I'll see you soon on Beyond ARTV.